Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Willie Hernan Gomez, also Jamezi Metu out there, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. The pull-up jumper, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Satoransky outside. Offline with a 3. And just about a minute into this first quarter. They set a pick. From the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Odin foul. Cannon. First personal foul. First team foul.
A 3 off the inbound. Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
No good on the quick 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Excellent D there from Parker. Just over a minute and a half in. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your home team. Cannon. 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
And that one good. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he drops the first. No good on the second free throw. Satoransky outside. Fires the 3. And it doesn't fall for him. And it's good for 2.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. That 3's off the mark. Hits a 3-pointer. He has 6.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Puts up a 3. Missed it. 3 for 6 now. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
At the line.
A minute 22 left in the first quarter.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal
The
foul.
first one falls.
Team foul. At the line for two. 0.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:09 left in the first. To halt the run, and he lays it up and in.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Takes a three, gets the three ball to go.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Back to Satoransky. 5 to shoot, down low. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
15 seconds left in the first quarter here. And a miss there on the triple. Let's go with a three. Drills it from deep. He's got 12. Ball stolen. He got it up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up. Don't go away. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
Blocked! And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Misses in close.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
To the paint. Here's Vesely. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
Robbed. And here's the fast break. Fires from deep. The shot no good. It's a close game here in LA. Out to the right wing. There's the three. Sinks the tray.
He's tenacious, hitting from the perimeter while drawing the foul.
First personal foul.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Sends it home from three-point land.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Third team foul. Column boy. First personal foul. Second team foul.
They've been making plays at both ends during this run, Grant.
When you're in a groove like this, there's no better feeling.
Here's Nedovic. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
They set the pick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 7.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Nedovic. He's scoreless. Knocks down the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Fall.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The three is up. Counted from distance. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Out to the right wing. The ball's knocked loose. Right wing. Out to the right wing. Here's the three. He buries it from 3.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
To stop the run. Buries it from 3.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Here's Vesely. The three-pointer off the mark. To the wing, right side, from behind the arc. That one doesn't drop.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Beyond the arc. The shot, no good.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Drops in the 3. He's got 13.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Going inside. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying him. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
He drops it from range.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. With 2 seconds left, and he takes it up and lays it in.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And so we wrap up the first half. They're up by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded.
And let's move on to the... That's it for us.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And down it goes. 2 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
We've got Chemezi Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the point. And he hits the first of 3.
Parker, 3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Low block shot, buries the jump shot. 7 points in the game.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Chemezi Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Parker in at the small forward position. Lets it go from deep. And Parker pulls it down. Satoransky with it. He's got 5.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
From outside, off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
No good on the wing 3. Parker defending. The 3 is up. That shot is off. In transition. Oh, a really deep 3 that time.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Six to shoot. This one for 3. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's picked off.
Away team foul. Really hit on Gomez. Second personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Shot is up. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 9. Satoransky outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that out. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And it's off from 3-point range. Launches it. Doesn't go for him.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
2 minutes.
3-pointer. He can't hit that time.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Driving in. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
The shake. And that's 2 points on the layup.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. No good. Satoransky with the steal. From beyond the arc and then some. Give him 20.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that. Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
The 3 ball. The shot misses.
Well, look, adding unnecessary difficulty to a shot is something that drives coaches crazy. Stick to the basics whenever you can.
.4 seconds left in the 3rd. Pass to Metu. Kicks it out to Parker. The 3. Sinks it from distance. Parker's got 6.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
There's a screen. The three. Knocks it down from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Up by 7. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's the break. Anderson for three. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Such opportunistic basketball right there, and when they desperately needed it too.
And he drives in. Spun in there, gave him a great move. Give him 20.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's the pick. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Tries yet again. Fall no good. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Fires away from way outside. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Nedovic. Lets it go from the wing. And perfection right through the net. Here's Satoransky. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Knocks down the long J.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Satoransky shot is off. Satoransky's gone 1 of 5 on 3-point tries. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Oh, a big slam!
Oh my gosh, the athleticism.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Fires from way outside. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Satoransky. 3-pointer, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
To the right side. Here's Nedovic. Parker defending. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Stolen by Parker. It's stolen. Covered by Satoransky. And he gets the bucket. 22 points for him. There's 1:17 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Launches a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
He makes the second free throw. And that brings him with an 8. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the gap to 7. Covered by Satoransky. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the inside. Money!
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Hernan Gomez has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. To the wing on the left. Pure from 3-point range.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Satoransky shot is off. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Team foul. Satoransky. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Covered by Satoransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so they get the victory here at home. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to De Silva. Lucic, just 2 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to De Silva. Inside. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And he's good on the three ball.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Shoots the three. The shot, no good. An even 3-on-3 break. A three-pointer off the mark. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Ripped away. Launches it. It's hauled in by Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Cannon looking over the floor. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Buries the long-range jumper. 6 points for him.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's the break. Lucic gets the three-pointer to fall.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Here's Cannon. He's got 5. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to De Silva. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Cannon. Out to the right wing. Buries it from three-point range. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Pass to Cannon. Jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time. Lucic. No good on the 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Takes a 3. He doesn't hit that one. Out to the right wing. Pulls up from the corner. Doesn't go for it.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Leading by a point. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along? That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Pass to Napier. From deep. They get the rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Cannon. And he drops it in from the low post. Cannon's got 9 points.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to Booker.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. To the wing right side. Giffey. Booker. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Dos Santos. Napier covering. Launches a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Dos Santos trains it from beyond the arc. He has 6.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the 3-point line. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Mitrovic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Right wing, Kalinic drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the dunk by Booker.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to Bowling Boy. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Nedovic. No good from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Kalinic. First personal foul, second team foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Dos Santos. Napier covering. Here's Mitrovic. Off target from three-point range. Down low. Back to Napier. Trying his luck from deep. Offensive rebound. The 3. And that one is off.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Fires from way outside. Another shot. The shot. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Ballin Boy's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And they're running. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 6. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Dos Santos lays it up and banks it in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
That'll do it for the first half. Up 8. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage.
All right, let's switch it over. And that is our...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And here's Edwards from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Edwards got 7.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication. And now he's able to make a pay.
Cannon from long range. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Going inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so Cannon nails both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two will be a reject.
From deep, De Silva with the rebound. Picked off in midair. Fires the 3. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. To the middle, here's Cannon. And easy 2 points on the layup. Cannon's got 7 points for the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Edwards, no good. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
So out the run. That one, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The tray, and Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 19 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
This one for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Cannon's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
For three, Edwards. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Away team foul. Number 41. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:05 left in the third quarter. There's Cannon with the three. No look there. Missed number 4 in 12 tries. Here's Napier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Napier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Cannon from long range. Lets the three fly. Tries yet again. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
He hits the second from the line. 34 seconds left in the third. Shoots. No good on that one.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Giffey shoots a 3. Rebounded by Boy. Boy's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beyond the arc, here's Mitrovic, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
For 3, Booker. Rebounded by Boy.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Dos Santos cans it from downtown.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Booker finds Napier. To the paint. Shot to stop the run. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They've cashed in on a lot of second-chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Stolen. Here's Nedovic. And the 3 off target. There's the 3. It's good from long range.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Three-pointer on the way. Poked away. Kalinic. Napier covering. Kalinic. Dos Santos. A three-pointer, no good. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Unloads. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Nedovic gets the three-pointer to fall.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Dos Santos. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From the arc. And it's Napier missing. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Puts up a three. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Dos Santos. Napier covering. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Lets it go with the three. Booker controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dos Santos. Napier covering. That shot no good. Fires from way outside. They get it again to the right side. Puts up a deep three. The shot no good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And the layup is good.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Parker defending. Inside. Here's De Silva. Oh, misses the dunk. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie. There's a screen. 4-3. And Parker pulls it down. Satoransky outside. Shot on the wing. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Satoransky's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. De Silva with the bucket. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Fires the 3. On target from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. It's Edwards with a drive. That one goes in.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Parker inside, all alone, and the jumper is good. He's got 5.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Pass to De Silva. Shot clock at 5. Outside Edwards. From deep. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Now here's Parker. Guarded closely. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here he goes. And Parker throws it down.
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Shoots. Offensive rebound. Back to Hernan Gomez. And he slams it in one-handed.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Back to Edwards. On the take. And the 3 off target. Shot from the top of the key. Count it.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's De Silva. And it's all from 3-point range.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Here's Satoransky. No good on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Edwards outside. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Metu, pass to Satoransky. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And there's the screen. Here's Edwards. And it's good. But hang on.
2 minutes to review the play.
Is overturned.
We're going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
And still a... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Anderson covers. There's a screen. Outside for Booker. From downtown, it's hauled in by Fall. Pass to Anderson. Takes the three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Drives to the hoop. The three is up. Hits the trifecta. Anderson's got 6 points in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
To win the run. Uses the glass on the layup. So it's the home team now. He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Fall. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
They set the screen. Nails it from three.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage, he's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
The three. And no good.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Right side, Napier. The shot's good. Napier's gotten his first points in this one.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And Booker pulls it down. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Over to the wing. They set the pick. To the paint. And Booker with the jam.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
So it's the home team now. Down low. Here's Vesely. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
1:57 left in the first half. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
To the inside. The layup misses. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Over to the left wing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Taking 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Shot from the low post is good.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Anderson covers. To the middle. Oh, sweet move. And the layup is up and in. 5 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
It's Anderson on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Into the lane, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul, first team foul.
And he makes a first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And there's a pick. Guarded by Edwards. Inside, just 5 on the clock. Basket's good. Ball's got 6. Here's De Silva. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
You take a look at the home team. I think at the midway point, sometimes teams hit that doldrum. And it could be a case for them slipping in the rain.
And let's jump back now to our featured game. What a tight one so far for the home team. That does it for halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Satoransky outside. There's a screen by Metu. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And the basket is good. He's got 9.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Out left to the wing. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Buries it down low.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Now here's Edwards, covered by Satoransky. Here's the 3. And Metu pulls it down. De Silva's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Pass to Satoransky. Fires in the triple.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in the rhythm on the offense right now.
The putback. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Satoransky shot is off.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play.
First team foul. At the line for the Olympics.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Pass to De Silva. On the take. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
There's a screen by Metu. Here's Satoransky. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Satoransky's got 9 points now in the quarter.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And stolen by Edwards. And they're pushing it up. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I liked what I saw on both ends that time, hustling on defense to create some offense.
Here's Satoransky. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And they pick up 2.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
There's a screen by Metu. There's the triple. No luck on that one. Right side Edwards. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Now here's Satoransky. Guarded by Edwards. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Here he goes. Back to Satoransky. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Satoransky's got 13 points here in the second half alone. It's Edwards with a drive. Good.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Satoransky. 15 points in the game. There's a screen by Metu. Drains the triple. 12 points for him.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
For 3. Drops in the 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
De Silva with the rebound. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside Edwards. They set a pick. Right wing. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, they get a hand on it.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
From behind the arc. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. They lead by 5. And when we... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Parker in at the 3. Now here's Napier. There's the drive. Misses from short range.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
On Tuesday and then on Sunday.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Anderson covers. Down low. Not going to go that time.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Outside Booker. From the low block. And that's off the glass and in.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Here's Vesely. Sinks that one from the post.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Outside Booker. Five to shoot. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Fall. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Vesely. Out to the right wing. And he makes it on the layup. The visitors with the ball. 7-point differential. To the middle. Releases. Easy jumper from very short distance.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Outside, Anderson. From downtown. And Booker pulls it down. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. He drops it from range.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
There's a screen by Metu. Let's go with a three. Satoransky shot is off. Here we go. Satoransky with the steal. Pass to De Silva to tie it up. Out to the right wing. Covered by Satoransky. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. 1:41 left to play in the fourth. Parker outside. Here's Metu. No good. Unable to win this run. Pass to De Silva. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. All by himself. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Up again. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Clock at 6. Puts up a three. And Metu pulls it down.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul. How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
The three ball. Sinks it from distance. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Metu. Puts up a deep three. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. It's coming right up. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
There's Cannon with the three. Barry's the long-range jumper.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he's good on the three ball.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it's off from three-point range. Satoransky finds Hernan Gomez.
Away team foul. Number 31. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for three.
Hernan Gomez covering. Oh, he launched that one from way outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
For the three. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Hernan Gomez covering. There's the screen. Puts the move on, and the layup is up and in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
From outside, off the mark. Knocks it loose. There's Cannon with the three. Good on the triple. Cannon's got 6.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky to end the run. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Cannon looking over the floor. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Off target with his three.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Hernan Gomez finds Satoransky. And it's Parker in the corner. And the dunk by Parker.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Cannon. He gets it in there. He's got 8.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Free throw good. Satoransky.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
There's Cannon with the 3. No good that time. Ball's knocked loose. Parker outside. Drives to the hoop. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now, here's Satoransky. 5 points in the game. That 3 off the mark. Here's Cannon. Drops in the layup for 2. Cannon's got 10.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Medu can't hit. Here's Cannon. 10 points for him. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Releases. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. With 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. They lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
From past the arc, a shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Out left to the wing. There's the pick. And here's Anderson for 3. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Dos Santos, sweet little floater. He's got 5.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Two points, that one goes.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
It's good.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Laprovitola. Connects from three-point range. Laprovitola's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Here's Nedovic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Here's Laprovitola. Three-pointer, got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. And he lobs it up.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The shot's good from Nedovic.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
Anderson outside. Pass to Laprovitola, and it ends up out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. On Tuesday, then on Sunday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Count the basket.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Hits it from three-point range. Rovitola's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The kick out to Anderson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
But you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Fires for 3. Nedovic misses. Nedovic has gone 1 of 3 on the night. The kick out to Anderson. He can't get it to go. The 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
It's tipped. 24 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nedovic. He has 5. Kalinic. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the corner. And yes, it's good. Nedovic has got 7 points for the quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 13. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from 3. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus.
And now, moving. And that concludes.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The visitors with the ball. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. We've got Satoransky, Hernan Gomez out there with Parker, and it's Metu in at the center.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Drills the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the basket is good. Cannon's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. And he drives in, and he dunks it down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Cannon from long range. A three-pointer is right on target. Cannon's got 15 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Satoransky. They get the rebound. Satoransky's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Satoransky covering. No good on the triple.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Parker's shot is off. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Metu. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Here's Metu. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Parker with the steal. Fast break, here they come. And Satoransky wide open, he fires. No good with the triple. Satoransky's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Traps in the tray. He has 6.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Satoransky's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the floor. Here's Cannon. That's tipped. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take him right at them.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, at midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with a team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
It's stolen. Parker outside. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Offline with his 3. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And that one falls for Cannon. driving inside.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Satoransky. Hits the three-point bomb. Satoransky's got 9 points in the quarter.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score. Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Parker's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Takes the three. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
For three. Rebound by Parker.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Cannon, and here we go. Nails the corner three.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down. Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
The shake. And that's going to be a travel. Five seconds left here in the third quarter. And a miss there off the inbound.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Fall, and it's Lapro Vitola in at the point. And the three off target. Lapro Vitola's gotten just 2 of his 7 attempts from deep to Fall here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for the away team.
And so he makes both from the line. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Cannon from outside the arc. That shot is off. Over to the wing. Shoots the three. Sinks the triple. To the inside. And the layup is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Inside, Fall. And it's denied. And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
And the home team has possession. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's deflected. Dos Santos gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's La Provitola. Misses the wing J.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Shoots. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. Left side, Anderson. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Nedovic has gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. From the arc. Here's Boy. The rebound by Medu. Medu's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Satoransky. No good from outside. Satoransky's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. Dos Santos, Satoransky covering. Dos Santos nailed from three-point land. 19 points in the game. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Pass to Satoransky. Here he goes. And a strong finish with 2 hands. Satoransky's gotten 5 of his 11 shots to go here. From deep three-point territory. The shot comes out. There's 47 seconds left in the game. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. Drained for 2 points. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nedovic. Six to shoot. There's the 3. Drills it from outside. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Satoransky. And he throws it down hard with 1 hand.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. From outside the arc. Unable to get that one. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. And he goes in for the dunk.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Edwards. It's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
First personal foul.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. They set the pick. Edwards pulls it in.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Sends it home from three-point land.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Count that one. The visitors with the ball. 7-point differential. Looking to win the run. And he lays it up and in. He's got 5.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
It's deflected. Tipped away. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They're holding in the same spot, looking to climb the rankings.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've shown their potential, but we've seen it in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take better focus and commitment.
Pass to De Silva. And Edwards, here we go. Shot clock at 6. Here's De Silva. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Both shots good from the stripe. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Buries it from 3.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Driving inside, and there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And he drops the first.
For the away team.
It's both from the stripe.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Napier. Inside, turnaround Jay. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That one's good for 2. He's got 17.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun.
Oh, it's good! He hit it!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about...
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Up 9. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Booker, good.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's Nedovic. And he throws it down with one hand.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
There's a screen. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And he lobs it up to the rim, and stolen by Booker. And here they come. Jumps up, and the big dunk at the end of the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And he gets that one.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Napier. It's intercepted. To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Napier.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
He takes it in. Off with the layup. 1:52 left to play in the second quarter. Powered down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Inside, Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
A good-looking shot from the wing. 1:15 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Napier. Down low. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Give him 8 points now.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And he's going for the oop here. In transition. Deflected. He goes up again and off the glass. That one's good.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Knocks down the triple.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. 29 seconds left in the half. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, second team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team. Dos Santos. 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Pass to De Silva. There's a screen. On target from range.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement. Tough to catch a pass of that distance. He's asking an awful lot of his teammate to be able to reel that one in.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Up by 16. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the...
And now let's take a... Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Driving to the basket, fires the three. Edwards pulls it in. Here's De Silva. And he banks in the layup. De Silva's got 12 points in the game.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Going inside. Cans it with nobody near him.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's the pick. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. 6 to shoot. 4-3. He can't get it to go.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Launches it. Can't get it to drop. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Edwards has got his first bucket in this one.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Pass to De Silva. Boom! He jams it straight down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Launches a three, pure from three-point range.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
To the right side. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Knocks it down from distance. 6 points for him.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Count that bucket. He's got 19.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Beyond the arc. The shot won't fall. 1:06 left in the third. The three. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards looking for an opening from the arc. Counted from distance. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
He shoots a three. He buries it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Such a wide open look.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Goes up on the baseline. No good that time.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 19. And we're just moments away from... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And the NBA moving to a two-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
He's guarded by Napier. Lets the three fly. Nails it from beyond the arc.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Pass to Booker. To the left wing. He's off on the layup. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. With the fadeaway. Got it.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Napier, no good. Napier's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. From deep. He's off on that one. To the wing, right side. Gets the three ball to go.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Fires the three, hits the three-pointer. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
And there's a pick. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 5. And Booker throws it down.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Knocks down the long J.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Nifty move. It's tipped. Out to the wing. Off the mark there with a three. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Yep, that one goes.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
He's guarded by Napier. Fires away from way outside. And Booker pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. They get the rebound. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. The three is up. That one no good.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
From deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. Here's Nedovic. Fires away from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And
The weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the 1. Yes, that goes in.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Puts up a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Out to the right wing. The 3. De Silva with the rebound. Right wing. Lucic. And a miss there on the triple. And here's the fast break. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Fades and shoots. It's not going to go for him. One-on-one fast break. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. The 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Switch.
Satoransky the pass to Medu.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
Line for the away team, Jemezi Metu. 2 shots.
Good on both. Here's De Silva. Connects from three-point range.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
To the paint, Medu. De Silva with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Takes the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Clock at 6. The baseline J. The shot, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And Metu gets the whistle that time.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's good.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
To the middle. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Edwards looking it over. And the layup falls. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Satoransky. Parker inside. Fires for 3. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 11.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
To the wing on the left. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Edwards defending. Down low, here's Meadows, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up 3, and we'll get the second quarter on. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in at the 5, down low.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the left wing. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Abrinas. Pass to Laprovitola. And he banks in the layup.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
There's a good screen to the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 5 points in the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Fall. Here's Abrinas. Still scoreless. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Second team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Napier. Kicks it out to Booker.
I got yours.
Clock at 4. To the wing right side. Here's Napier. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Napier's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. The kick out to Anderson. Off target from three-point range. Lets the 3 fly, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Laprovitola. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Abrinas. Scoreless thus far. Fall. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Now here's Napier. Guarded close. Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. This one for three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. 1:19 left in the first half. Booker is screened on Anderson. He gets that one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Over to the left wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Abrinas has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Here's Napier, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Napier's got 5 now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Abrinas the pass to Fall. Booker pulls it in. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Giffey defended by Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so we conclude the first half. They're up by 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
28.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Next on the docket. And that's all for us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Hernan Gomez a screen. Out left to the wing. Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. That shot off. We've got Hernan Gomez. Parker out there with Medu. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard. Lucic hits the three-point bomb. 5 points in the game.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Tries to keep it alive. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And here is Satoransky. Still yet to score. Goes back up. Here's Hernan Gomez. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Here's Satoransky. Off target with his 3. Pass to De Silva. From about 16, that's good on the jump shot.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Satoransky against Edwards. Drills it from outside.
Satoransky, 3.
Satoransky's gone 1 of 3 from three-point land. Lucic, covered by Parker. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Satoransky. The rebound by Medu.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Medu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession on Tuesday, then on Saturday.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Because we want to see the finish, don't we? We want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
Well, you know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now, Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. With the drive, count that one. Satoransky's got 5 points now this quarter, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Lucic hands it from downtown. 12 points for him.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Lets it go with a 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pulls up. And the dunk by Booker.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in its center. It's good from long range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Napier feeling it out a bit. A three-pointer off the mark. Napier's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Abrinas. And it's off from three-point range. Abrinas has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Nice pass inside. making things easy for him now.
Pass to Vesely. They set the pick. From past the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pulls up on the wing. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Provitola passes to Anderson. Off target from outside. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A three-pointer, no good. Parker outside. Here's Satoransky. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
It's stolen. One-on-one fast break.
And the flick of a switch going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
He takes it in. Here's Napier. They grab their own miss.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Satoransky. No good on the three. Satoransky's gone 3 of 9 shooting. Out to the right wing. The fader. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Giffey. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Ball goes to the away team.
.105 left here in the 4th quarter. Looking to get it going. He takes it up and lays it in. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Now, here's Napier. Satoransky covering. No good with the triple. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Launches it. That one's not going to go. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Five to shoot. A 3 ball. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.